Hello, my beautiful Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? Welcome to the very, very first episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yes, let us mourn for a few minutes because Nini is no longer with us. Cynthia is no longer with us. Portia has gone off to learn how to fry plantain. So we are here, honey, with 6 girls. I think 3 of them are new. And guess what, my darling? Marlo finally has a peach. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, my loves. How are you? I had a bad hair day, hunty, when I tell you. No, I didn't try to color it or anything, but it just didn't go right, and I wanted to film this for you guys because you guys have been requesting. So I thought, you know what, threw on a fabulous Hermes scarf, and this was given to me by my darling hubby. Yeah, when we were dating, very, very short, because it was a week, right? And he had bought me this from Scotland, and I thought, well, for me, you know what, you can always throw on a fabulous scarf and get this puppy on the road. So the opening scene for the 14th season, episode 1, we have Kenya, who is swaying her hips left and right. She's rehearsing for Dancing with the Stars. Would you say that Kenya has had a Brazilian butt lift? It looked very uptight, like she was holding onto a fart. It was quite tight, and I said to myself, the legs are super skinny. It didn't look proportional. It didn't look proportional, and BBLs are all the things these days. Nobody wants to have a natural, normal figure. I don't have a BBL, and I support those that do, because you know what? If that's what's going to make you feel confident, go right ahead. But I was like, Kenya, it looks like you've had a BBL. Anywho, guess who comes in? Candy comes in. Lovely to see her. Cherie comes in. Marlo comes in, and they just sit down and they have a little chit chat about their men. And so they ask Cherie, your guy, you know, what's happening with him, because he was incarcerated. He's out. He's out, and he's in another state, and he has to stay there for about a while, and then he'll come on through. She says they're trying to abstain from sex. I mean, the guy just got out of jail, hunty. You got to give him something, some kind of cookies. Candy talks about herself and her man, and she's like, you know what? It's not like that. The cookies are not always, you know, we don't go for cookies every single night. Ula and I used to go for cookies every single night. But we were before Adrian. Now we take care. Now we're parents on the weekends, if that, because you're tired. And that's exactly what Candy said. And I said, I hear you, sis. You're a mom. You're a homemaker. You work. And you're a wife. So 1 or 2 things fall off the shelves. And then we jumped over to Kenya. Kenya, what's happening with your divorce? And she's like, he don't want to sign the papers. She wants him to sign the papers so that she can move on with her life. She's so over him. So that was the first scene in the rehearsal hall. We jump over to Marlo's house, and Marlo has 2 nephews, Michael and William. I think William is like the 12-year-old. They're her sister's children. Her sister is incarcerated, and she has been taking care of her nephews for the past 3 years. It was wonderful to see Marlo in that light. Mothering, nurturing, and she's taking good care of them, and they're lovely boys from what we can see, handsome boys, and that's what you do, you know, that's family. They step in when you stepped out. And it was lovely to see her getting the boys ready, making breakfast for them. I know that 6 a.m. call, honey. 6 a.m. in this house is like 9 a.m. And I used to sleep till 10 a.m. Would you believe it? But then again, I used to do lots of night shifts. I still do the night shifts. And I would wake up at 10 and think, you know what, it's justified. But now with Adrian, I'm up at 6 because he's up. And he's like, Mommy, I'm hungry. So that was lovely to see her, and I would say her sister must be terribly grateful that those children are not in the system, that they are with family while she does her time. Then we're introduced to Drew. Drew is super, super pretty girl. And she meets up with Sanya. Sanya is a new character also on the show. And they meet up at the gym and they're working out and their husbands are there. And Drew now tells Sanya that, you know what, she found this other woman on her husband's phone. And this other girl was saying that she wanted to give her husband a massage and all of this nonsense. Drew is a beautiful girl. Her husband, good looking guy. It's not going to work out. I can already see the beginning of the end taking place episode 1. It's not going to work out. But she can't see that right now. And she's going to try to salvage this marriage. But it's not going to work out. It's going to get worse from here. But hey, that's my humble opinion. Let's be watching. So they work out, they have fun, they break up, and that's it. We go over to Sanya. Sanya is one of the new peaches. She's a 4-time Olympic runner. Her husband too comes from that Olympic world. Congratulations to you, mama. She's Jamaican. I love my Jamaican sisters. I've been to Jamaica. The most beautiful people all around. But you know, they're island, so they've got the weather, they've got the sun, they've got that lovely positive vibe. So they're really, really happy people. I mean, if I had sun every day in my life, I'll be happy too. Comes from a lovely family. I loved her dad instantly. Such a nice guy. Husband too, nice. And she has one son, just like I do. And the husband is saying that he would like to have a daughter. And when he walks out of that scene, she turns to her parents and she says that when she had the son with him, it almost broke them up. So she's not sure if she wants to go down that road again. So I can understand it. If your marriage is a bit shaky, one is enough, because you don't want to overdo it and find yourself as a single parent of 2 and then you're stressed all the way out and that fabulous athletic body turns into mush. I can understand it. And it seems that her husband doesn't mind that her family is there, because, you know, in-laws can be a bit much. But when I tell you from what I saw, Sanya's parents are wonderful. They are an asset to her, as far as I'm concerned, from what I saw, from the vibe. And like I said, the father, mwah, love the daddy. From there, we go now to Drew's house. And Drew is wearing this half top that's not complimentary to her. There's nothing wrong with wearing a half or a crop top. Sanya comes in looking appropriately dressed and with that athletic body where she could have worn that crop top. Drew has Candy and Sonia over because she's doing a fitness program regime, getting fit, that she lost 20 pounds. The before and after did not look like the before and after. You have the healthy eating. Drew, call me. Call me, let's lose the weight together, because when I tell you I'm the queen of weight loss, I'm the queen of weight loss. Just cut out all the sugar, all the sweets. Don't eat after 6. Drink water, eat your salads. You will lose the weight, honey. You will lose the weight. The weight has nothing to cling to. So trust me when I tell you, you can do it. This right here is a hot mess. But again, Drew, I will let you go through the motions, because sometimes when you tell somebody something, they don't get it until they go through it themselves. Then they're like, aha. It happened to me. Sometimes you got to experience it yourself. But anyway, it's nice to see that Sanya's there. I'm liking Sanya. She's very mild. She's pleasant, perhaps because she's a new peach. She's trying to please everybody, maybe, but I don't see it that way. And Candy's just Candy. I've always loved Candy. Candy's chill, and she's like, okay, whatever, okay, whatever. From there now, it's Marlo's event. Marlo has what they call their archive. And so she's inviting the girls to this fabulous event. She sends a model dressed in frou-frou pink. I love the model. I love the dress. I loved how she invited the girls. You open up the computer. She's sitting like me and she's saying, darlings, how are you? I want to invite you to this fabulous event. I thought it was fabulous. I thought it was fun. I thought it was fresh. I thought it was different. Kenya was a little bit sourpuss about it. Love her home, and her dance partner was there, and we get to see baby Brooklyn. Baby Brooklyn is about 2, and it goes to show how far they filmed this, because I think Kenya and I were pregnant at the same time, and Adrian's 3.5 now. So if Brooklyn is only 2, that's a year and a half. Yeah, during COVID, it had to be around there. you know. But anyway, Kenya's like, no, I'm not really impressed. It's a little bit sour. And she says that to the girl standing there. And I thought that was just bad manners, Kenya. Right away, I'll tell you right now, Kenya and Marlo are going to butt heads because they're the strongest personalities in that group, as far as I'm concerned, in my humble opinion. Anywho, everybody kind of gets ready. They come on through to the huge event, and Candy lets us know, Marlo, she paid a check up in here. She paid a check. This is expensive. But then Kenya, who arrives late, she's been thrown out of Dancing with the Stars. She's crying, you know, from her Insta stories, but she comes in this white shebang. It's a dress I've seen on Instagram. I think that she recreated it and she did a good job. It looks beautiful. Anyway, Kenya, again, she's critiquing. Where are the models coming down the runway? Where's the food? Where are the drinks? What is this? Before she can really process everything, Drew grabs her by the side and says, let me walk you for a drink, because you know what? The last time you and I had a little chat, it didn't end well. I want us to start on a very good note. And so Kenya is like, that's not a problem. And Drew goes on to say, I hope you didn't delete my number. And Kenya is like, honey, I didn't save it. Kenya, take it easy, mama. Take it easy. I know you want to get divorced. I know you want to be divorced. But it's coming at your pretty face, honey. Calm all the way down. Marlo doesn't show up till 9:30, which is rude. Looking fabulous, might I add, in this peach feathered number. She comes out to greet the girls, you know, and she appreciates them coming here to come and support. And as soon as she turns her head, they begin gossiping again. Where is her money from? Exactly. What is this? What exactly is this Le Archive? Kenya chimes in and says, by the way, it's misspelled. It should be L Archive. I peeped it too, but hey. So they're gossiping, and then of course Cherie jumps over with Sanya to tell Marlo when she comes out in her second wardrobe change, and she wears this red strawberry-esque dress. I liked it. I saw where she was going with it. I liked it. I thought it was okay. And then she was just telling her guests, thank you so very much for coming. And we also had the CEO of Fashion Bomb Daily that was there to support her. Claire Summers. I've met Claire Summers. She came to London. She's a hoot. The video will be down below. And it's also sprinkled with a couple of celebrities, stylists and co. Because it's a fashion event, you know. Did I think it was fabulous? Yes, I did. Did I think that she should have tuned it a little bit more to Atlanta, where you have the extra and the extraordinaire? Yes. You sent a model to their homes, and then at the event there were no models. Can you see the disconnect for them? Cherie and Sanya go to gossip, and Marlo's like, darling, this is haute couture. These girls don't know haute couture. They're big girls. And she marches over to them, and she really zeroes in onto Kenya. She's not feeling Kenya because they had put Kenya in her ear. So Kenya's like, why are you swearing at me? And Marlo is like, yeah, because you know what? I'm hearing what you're saying. Anyway, Candy speaks up and she says, we're not really truly understanding what this is. Are these your clothes? What's happening? And she says, yes, Le Archive. These are my pieces. We get flashbacks from when she's worn a couple of pieces, her bags and stuff like that, her kimono that she wore, you know, when they traveled to Italy. And she said, yes, these are my pieces, and they're on rent to the industry. They're on rent to the industry at 25%. So let us say she has a dress for 10,000, as she says, you can get it for 2,500 a day, and the maximum is 7 days, and you better bring that back. Not to you, sis. She points out and lets them know. Not to you exactly. You know what? To industry, so that if they ruin it, she can get her money back because they'll pay. I get it. She can't rent it to friends. You know how friends do. Give it to me. Let me keep it. I'm not done. Come on, why are you like this? She's not trying to do all of that. I like the way Marlo stepped up to it. Very direct, very upfront, not here for the nonsense. And she just said, you know what, guys, enjoy the event and continue hating. And she just walked off. And that, my darlings, was episode 1. It was yummy. I'm living for it. Kenya is stirring. Marlo's not having it. Candy, we will see. Drew has personal problems. Sanya is there trying to be a friend. And Cherie just wants to see what's happening with this, her man that came up out of jail. I hope you enjoyed the episode, my darling. Let me know down in the comment section what you're thinking and whether you want me to do the entire season. Do you want me to do a couple of episodes together? Happy Mother's Day, my loves. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to those that are trying to be mothers, to those that have lost their mothers. I'm going to put like a little poem underneath here. I do it every single year because I was a late mother and I know how much I long to be a mother. And I know how hard it is to be a mother. And you know what? You guys are doing a good job. If nobody tells you, you are. Take yourselves out for lunch, buy something pretty, and I will see you sooner than later. All of my love, darlings. Mwah.